This is the Land Rover Range Rover Vogue, and when it was launched in 2011, it was priced between 85 lakh to 1 crore. And this car can be compared with the BMW X5 and the MERCEDES Benz GL. And this car comes in 3 variants. This car claims to give you a mileage of 5.9 km in the city and 10.9 km in the highway, which is, I feel it's nice for a 4.4 litre huge humongous SUV. Hey guys, and welcome to another review of V-Cars. This is the Land Rover Range Rover Vogue. Now this car comes with a V8 engine, a 4.4 litre V8 engine. Straight away I'm going to be opening the engine bay. It says V8 diesel right there. Now this is a very noisy engine and you get insulation to block that noise. It gets cuts and creases on the bonnet. Gets projector headlamps with LED DRLs. Gets halogen fog lamps, front parking sensors, headlamp washer, and the typical Range Rover grille and Range Rover written in bold on the front. The car looks absolutely phenomenal. It's actually very humongous. This car can be compared with the X7. So when this version was launched, the X7 was not available. So let's consider this car being compared with the GLS. Humongous car. It gets LED rear tail lamps. It says Vogue SC over there. Now it gets a split tailgate, typical Range Rover. Let's open it. First this opens on top and then the bottom one. So the boot happens to be big enough. It can accommodate a great amount of storage. It gets a light over there and a 12-volt charging socket. You get a parcel shelf as well. And that's the spare tire. It gets a full size spare wheel, which is absolutely awesome. It says Range Rover written in bold at the rear as well, and you get a reverse parking camera over there. It's hidden under the rear spoiler, and the wiper is also hidden under that. It's tucked in. So that's the case with all other Range Rovers. Humongous wheels, looks absolutely phenomenal. Now these are 20 inches. Just imagine changing a 20-inch wheel if you face a puncture. Yeah, that's a lot of task. Let's get at the rear seat. Looks absolutely nice. And let me show you. This comes factory fitted across all Range Rover Vogues. So once I open the door, the step comes down because it's very high. The car is very high and it makes it hard to access the rear. So I open this and the step comes down, and once I close it, it goes back in. That's a nice touch. The doors open wide enough. The window is massive and the switches have been placed over here, typical Range Rover. So let's do one thing, let's get inside. So this happens to be a 5-seater car. Can use the center seat as the armrest. You get a light placement over here. Let's close the door. It gets Harman Kardon speaker system, sound system. These are the AC controls, and you get AV ports to connect and to stream anything on this, and you get a remote as well for this, and that's over here. So once I open this, this is the remote, and this remote is actually available in all other Range Rovers as well. So this is actually an optional fitting in other Range Rovers such as the Evoque and the Discovery. So you get this remote as well. Nice touch. And you get 2 cup holders, and the fit and finish is absolutely very nice. Of course it has to be, it's a Land Rover. You get multiple adjustments for the headrests. The legroom is also very decent, and the headroom as well. Of course it has to get a lot of amount of headroom, but no panoramic sunroof on offer, but you get a small sunroof in the front. I expected this car to get a panoramic sunroof, but no. Anyways, so the step comes out and let's get down. Fantastic car. Gets electrically adjustable seat, of course. At this price point you expect that as a basic feature. It says Land Rover over here. Gets a dual tone interior, which is beige and brown, and you get a light placement over here as well. And these controls, it's for the headlight, and this is for the window switches and the mirror. Let's get inside. Getting in and out is very easy because of the step, thanks to the step. Okay, so the interior looks fantastic. The AC vents have been placed over here. Even though they have been placed over there, the air circulation is absolutely amazing. So, dual tone interior, as I said before, it gets a 4-spoke steering wheel, and like all Range Rovers, this is the horn of the car. Yeah, so this is not the horn, and it gets a heated steering wheel, which works absolutely fantastic. So you can actually feel the heat in just a couple of seconds. So within 10 seconds you can feel your hands getting warm. Gets paddle shifters, and of course electrically adjustable steering wheel. Now this knob is way better than the one which is there on BMWs, because that BMWs get a small knob. This has a larger knob, so those knobs are very delicate, the ones on the BMW. Yeah, so it gets a touchscreen system with navigation, of course, and this car gets air suspension, so you can adjust the height of the car. So this is how you do it, and I can actually feel the car going up, which is really nice. And these are for the drive modes, and which is called the terrain response system. So it gets multiple drive modes like other Range Rovers as well, like mud ruts, snow, sand, desert, etc. And you get some storage space over here in the center, 1 and 2. And yeah, that's the cigarette lighter, and this happens to be the key of the vehicle. Way better than the other Range Rover, Land Rover keys. So you get this 2 cup holders over here. So this sliding thing is similar to the one which is there in Jaguars, and it's there in other Land Rovers as well. Of course, both are the same company, so they have it in common. This is the engine start stop button, and this car gets 2 glove boxes. This is for the first one, and that's how you open the first one, and you can insert discs. That's actually for the disc, and this is for the bottom one. Really nice, and you can browse through information by using these buttons. The graphics is very nice. It gets a completely digital instrument cluster. Yeah, so you can browse through various informations. This is for the wiper lever. This is the wiper lever, and this is for the indicator. And these controls, it's for the air conditioning system. This is for the traction control, for the tailgate, and of course it gets a rotary knob as the gear lever. That's there in all Jaguar and Land Rover cars. So this car, the special thing is this car is its engine. It gets a 4.4 liter V8 engine, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's like a beast. So this is very easy to use. You can get into settings, 4x4 info. Yeah, and it shows the tire direction, where it's been turned, etc. Yeah, so all this is very common. It gets a parking camera as well, and off-road camera. And this is the reverse parking camera with the adaptive guidelines, of course. And this car gets surround cameras as well, but it doesn't get the 3D view. So yeah, it does get a surround camera. This is for the cruise control. The steering is actually very nice. Now it gets front ventilated seats, which is really very nice. Heated and cooled seats, and it's very effective. It's a boon on hot summer days and winter days as well, because it gets a seat heater too. Okay, so let's do the audio test right away. The audio quality is actually very nice. Harman Kardon speakers. Fantastic car. And it gets a mirror here along with the light, and this is for the sun visor. This little button over here is to deploy the step to get inside. Gets a mirror here along with the light. The steering is a little tight and a little heavy. Of course, it has to get, because the size of the car is so big, so this feel has to be there. But yeah, the car is so high, it feels that you're ruling the road. You're sitting so high. And yeah, this car is a totally eye-catcher on the road. So it gets a light placement here and over here as well. This is the sunroof of the vehicle. No panoramic sunroof on offer. Even though the sunroof is very big and nice, the quality, the fit, finish of each and everything in this vehicle is absolutely very nice. So once I close the door properly, that goes in. That's how it's made. Thank you guys. See you guys in the next review. Bye.